to the channel. Today we're diving into a drink called Sips. But before we do, and you end up liking this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and hit that notification bell for more beer reviews. I greatly appreciate it. Now before I get going here, I want to remind everybody this video is for entertainment purposes and not educational. That means if I screw up, it's just entertainment. Don't get a tizzy. Sips is your typical beer leaner Weisse on a juice cleanse. Tart and sour. Like I just found out it's going to be a bridesmaid again. Normally this cloudy, tangy beer is just paired with sweet syrups to keep it from scaring off the faint of heart. But Parish Brewing Company said why not throw in some Chardonnay grapes and see what happens. What happens in a beer that's typically gone through grape therapy, emerging more complex, a little fruity, and with a hint of sophistication, that it says, I could be your wine or your beer. Darling, why not both? The use of Chardonnay grapes in this beer leaner Weisse creates a harmonious blend of flavors, adding layers of complexity. The result is a beer that is not only tart and refreshing, but also offers subtle notes of white wine, giving it a sophisticated and unique profile. The Chardonnay adds fruity sweetness that balances the natural acidity of the beer leaner Weisse, making it an exceptionally well-rounded brew. Now, upon pouring, this will reveal, let's see, we'll find out here in a second. It reveals a straw-colored nice head. Big and a half. If the head means anything to you. Now it little hazy. Now I can't see the outside today. It's semi-bright out. Partly cloudy. Still sunny. I see some shadows out there. I just can't see through this glass. Now, the smells here, wow. You get a lot of aromas of grapes. I get some other fruits. Fruits I'm very familiar with, but can't get my tongue on it. Citrusy fruits. Not quite sure what they are. Maybe green apple. Wow. That's nothing like a beer, to be honest. This isn't a flavor I would buy, but I'm not a wine drinker, and I like this a little better than wine. I do like it better than wine. This will wake you up. This is kind of like a very fruity champagne. I'm not sure what it all is. That what it reminds me of. Champagne. Champagne sold as beer. Not a champagne drinker. Now, hopefully I don't piss anybody off by saying that loves this stuff. I mean, this ain't bad. I'd say this ain't bad, but I don't know if it's good. When I buy beer, I want to drink beer. This ain't beer. I mean, if there's a pile of dog shit on the ground, you could call it a refrigerator, but that still doesn't mean it's not dog shit. So, you could call this beer, but it's not beer. This is something else. And I think this is more towards, it tastes like wine with carbonation, which I'm thinking that's champagne. It's definitely different. But I don't know if it's bad for a beer drinker, for a guy that, or people that just love beer and want a beer that tastes like a beer. Now there's tons of beers out there. You could have extremely dark beers that are sweet, but it's still beer, it still has a beer flavor. This does not have a beer flavor. This is a fruity carbonated drink. That's what this is. A fruity carbonated drink. I guess people could call it a beer. If you got hops in it, which I do believe it has hops. Let me look on some notes here. It has a 4.8% alcohol, and I don't know what the rules are, if there are rules of what a beer is. If it's got to have malt, hops, there's probably a few different rules, but if they use those ingredients plus add a lot of fruit, tarty fruit. Doesn't taste like a beer, but it's still classified a beer. It does have, it says, around 8 to 10 IBUs for hops. Now this is almost a 5% drink. So I mean, it's going to get the job done. But don't buy this if you want a beer to taste like a beer. You know, like the Coors, regular Coors, or Michelob, or any regular tasting beer. The old Schmidt. I don't even know if they make that anymore. But this is not going to get you what you want if that's what you want. If you want a fruity tasting beer, you might want to try this. You might like it. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. I've had some other fruity beers. This has a very tart flavor. So the flavor is of different fruits. I taste different fruits, but after a couple of seconds, there's no bad off flavors, none. You taste the fruit, the tart fruit. You know, if you were to eat a apple that isn't totally ripe and it's a little sour, it reminds me of different fruits that are a little tart, a little sour. But after that, you don't get a bad flavor. So in that way, it's good. And I'm not saying the flavor ain't good. It's just not my thing. I mean, shit, I'm almost done. But it is tart. It's gonna make you pucker. Let's see, I gotta go through a couple of things here. Hurry up and do this. Pairings. What kind of foods? I like to go through foods. Seafood, soft cheeses like chèvre or brie. I'm pretty sure I'm not saying those right. Citrus, what is that? Salads, grilled seafood. Hope I didn't already say that. Sushi, samishi. Hope I said that right. Ratings, let's get to ratings. So ratings, Sips is often celebrated for its unique blend of tartness and wine-like qualities, with many reviewers noting its refreshing nature and balanced flavored profile. Now they talk about wine and that's what I think too, but when you put carbonation into it, I believe you have, I mean they might not say it, but champagne. Parish Brewing Company Sips is a testament to the brewer's ability to innovate and push the boundaries of traditional beer styles. By infusing a classic Berliner Weisse with Chardonnay grapes, they've created a beer that is both complex and approachable. Perfect for both wine enthusiasts and beer lovers alike. Whether you're enjoying a warm summer day or looking for a unique beer to pair with a special, we are sure to impress. Okay, I screwed up that last line. I got a little pop-up that kind of blocked my view. Just keeping it real. Oh, Sips is sure to impress. Okay. If you're a wine drinker that loves beer, and a wine lovers that love beers tasting like wine, but why don't you just drink? Not getting into that. This is all right. And I'll give it a 5. Usually drinks that I say I would never buy, I usually give a 3 or less. But this ain't bad when you drink it. You get the tart flavor of whatever fruits are there. But then there's no bad after flavor. I've had some beers, you drink it, it gives a bad flavor, and then a horrendous aftertaste. This doesn't. So it is going to taste like wine with carbonation. So I think that's kind of what it is. They classify it as beer, but it is what it is. But this should do it for me. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel. I greatly appreciate it. So does Sips. See you next time.